before I summarize, what is the role of a continuous AI audit in production environment to ensure security and compliance? Because end of the day, we need to ensure security and compliance standards, frameworks, and guidelines to be maintained for various domains, right? So, how do we look at this continuous AI auditing in production environment for compliance and
So this
security?
is the last question, and I may feel it might be slightly controversial because what I feel, I studied ISO 42001, I studied European Union's AI framework, I studied those things, but what I feel is it's quite outdated, really outdated, and I don't think they are up to the mark to meet the security requirement of how the AI nature is getting changed. But I think the certification bodies and audit regulators need to change their approach, and they need to come up with something which is more agile rather than taking 3 4 years and designing a framework. So if you see the model which design, it is actually not addressing the real risk which AI is introducing into the production. But I think totally impractical. Being in a startup working on AI based system where AI is the core and many things are getting built around it. Okay, we might need to do this kind of certification if our enterprise client asks, but that is just for the compliance purpose. It is not addressing the actual risk of the thing. We need to have solid framework which actually audit the things based on the continuous changes which are happening into the AI. These standard frameworks, I feel it's not really good.
I think the frameworks, the structures, the policies also should adopt to that kind of a framework where they are also have that speed in
Yes.
changing things. So, how do we correlate and match the policies, the acts, and other things to match what is there in the current industries as an implementation or tool set, right?